For farmers who do not own a lot of land, fattening sheep and goats is a good way to earn money. While grazing freely in open fields, animals spend a lot of energy walking, which delays their growth. Sheep and goats can be fattened faster by feeding healthy feed and taking proper care. In this video, farmers from northern Bangladesh will show us how they fatten their sheep and goats. But let us first listen to some benefits of fattening animals.
I
don't have any property, nor do I have a lot of money to start a big business. If I had that kind of money, I would have reared cows and bulls for reselling. That is why it is easier for me to rear goats and sheep for a living, as they don't need a lot of space.
I moved here after a landslide a few years ago. Soon I started rearing sheep. I have sold a number of sheep and bought a cow. Now I have more than 15 sheep. I fatten and sell them to support my daughter's education.
Usually, farmers fatten male sheep and goats because they grow faster. To fatten the animals, it's important to find the right animals. You can buy male sheep and goats from local farmers for fattening. For fattening, select sheep of 6 to 12 months. If you want to fatten goats, use animals that are 2 to 4 years old, because their growth is better during this time. Select animals that show no physical defects. A healthy sheep or goat stands with strong legs and a straight back. Make sure that the sheep are not anemic. In a sheep with anemia, the gums and lower eyelids will be pale colored.
While selecting sheep for fattening, I consider the ones that are healthy and disease-free. I look for the ones that stand straight and seem strong.
Healthy animals eat and drink several times a day and move normally without any hesitation, jerking, limping or circling. Their eyes, ears, noses and mouths look fresh. They also have smooth and flexible skin and coat. Make sure the animal's droppings look like pellets and do not have any worms. Also ensure that they do not show any signs of blood, mucus or have a bad odor. Sneezing or coughing in animals can indicate respiratory disease. You can have the animals castrated or leave them uncastrated, depending on what is wanted at your local market. Castrated animals tend to gain more weight through fat rather than muscle, depending on how you feed them. This is because castrated animals no longer breed. All the food and energy in their body works only to fatten them. If you decide to castrate your animals, do it within a month after they're born. Now that we know which sheep and goats are best for fattening, let us see how to properly feed them. You must maintain a routine and feed the animals at the same time every day, which will help to create a healthy food habit for the animals. Goats are picky about their food, but sheep eat almost anything you give them. You can feed them fresh green leaves and fresh grass. It will be easier for animals to digest if the grass is chopped in small pieces. To fatten sheep and goats, also give them protein-rich feed for about 3 to 6 months. You can make concentrate feed from bran, grains or pulses that are easily available. Feed the animals twice a day. At least 1% of the body weight of concentrates is recommended. You'll need to weigh your animal. If the animal weighs 20 kilograms, give them 200 grams or 1 cup, one in the morning and one in the evening.
সকালে তো ঘাস খায় বিকেলে একবার খায় ফির দুপুরে মনে করো যে ভুসি
I leave the lambs in the morning to roam around and eat grass. I also cook broken rice and mix it with a bit of salt and feed it to the lambs.
গামলার মধ্যে আর কি খাইতে দেই দিনে একবার করে ফিটে খাওয়াই
সকালবেলা ঘর থেকে বের গিয়ে মনে করেন আমার 5টা ভেড়া আছে কি 6টা আছে 3 লিটার পানি লবণ এক মুঠ
I have 5 sheep. For their meal, I make a feed with 3 liters of water, salt, rice starch, and cooked rice. Then I let them graze in the fields for eating grass. Sometimes I also add 100 grams bran with the feed I make.
এই এভারেজ মকে পার দিন 100 গ্রাম
Sometimes letting the animals graze outside is not possible due to a lack of space. In that case, cut grass and give it to your sheep every day. Afzal from Rangpur is making feed by mixing 1.5 cups of rice bran, wheat bran, and mung bean bran, together with 1 cup of crushed rice and half a teaspoon of salt. The salt helps the animals gain weight faster because it helps with digestion, increases their appetite, and the animals eat and drink more. But be careful. Too much salt may cause problems. Add a maximum of 1 teaspoon of salt to about 4 cups of feed. Afzal then adds about half a litre of water so that the food is not too dry and the dusty parts of the feed do not bother the animals while eating. Along with good food, you must also make sure that the animals are kept in a healthy environment. After letting the animals graze during the day, keep them in a safe shelter indoors at night to protect them from natural hazards, wild animals and thieves. A raised platform for the animals allows you to remove manure easily and keep the place clean and dry. A clean and dry, well-ventilated shed helps to prevent them from catching diseases.
বাঁশের জাগলা না দিয়ে কাঠের জাগলা দিলে
I prefer a wooden shed for goats and sheep because it looks nice and it's also easier to clean. While making a shed, it is important to have proper ventilation through small windows, but not as big as the ones we have in our house.
দেখা যায় তাই বলি বড় মানুষ
I clean the shed regularly. That is very important. If I don't wash the shed for weeks, the sheep will catch a disease from living in the dirt.
তাহলে কোনো ময়লা ভরে না
Especially in humid countries, it's good to bathe animals at least once a month to keep them clean and healthy.
6 মাস গোসল করা যাবে না
It is not necessary to bathe the goats and sheep every day. To wash the goats and sheep, I take them in the river. I hold on to their necks gently and slowly put them down in the water and wash them. I make sure that the water does not get inside their ears and mouth. I rub soap on their skin and wool, but it is also possible to wash them without any soap. It is ideal to wash them once a week.
রোগবালাই হলে মনে করো ডাক্তার নিয়ে
If they become ill, I take them to the vet and bring medicine for the sheep.
ঠিক হয়ে যায়
কিরমির ট্যাবলেটের ঘটনা হলো কি
To prevent worms, we use deworming tablets suggested by the vet. If a mother sheep is about to give birth, I give her a tablet 15 to 30 days before the lamb is born. By doing so, the lamb will be born without worms and will be healthier.
15 থেকে 35 এর মধ্যে হিট আসবে
Give the lambs deworming tablets every 3 months and make sure they're vaccinated properly. Let us revisit how to fatten sheep and goats. Select healthy sheep aged 6 to 12 months and goats aged 2 to 4 years and put them on intensive feeding for fattening. Give them concentrate feed and grass twice a day at the same time every day. Let the animals graze outside during daytime. Shelter them at night. Keep them on a high, clean and dry platform. Vaccinate and give them deworming tablets every 3 months to help keep them healthy. Well-fattened sheep and goats always get a good price in the market.
I have a better life now. I earn more than what I spend on these animals, and with that income, I am able to support my daughter's education.